Hello, it's Tom here. I haven't made a video in a little while. Frankly, I don't have really many subscribers on my channel. I would love to have more. Honestly, I don't know what the secret is that some of these guys have because, I look at a lot of videos from a lot of popular YouTube channels, and some of them are really spectacular, okay? But a lot of them, most of them, are just guys like me talking into the computer like this with like CoinMarketCap in the background. So I don't know how some of these guys have thousands and thousands of subscribers. Maybe it's just consistency, and they started a while ago. I don't know. So anyway, so I hope somebody sees this. Yeah, the crash. Yes, it's a full-blown crash, people. I was in denial for a little bit, saying, "Oh, this is just a downturn that does this every January." Now, relatively speaking, it may be similar. Maybe it's because the market caps and everything were so high this year that the fall seems more spectacular than it really is. I don't know. But look, even Ethereum was being looked at as a safe haven as of yesterday. And look at today. Today, bing, bing, the bell tolls for thee. They came for Ethereum. They took him out into the yard and they lopped his head off. 857, he's below 900. How low can it go? Anybody's guess. I mean, look at this. Lost 23% in 24 hours. Bitcoin, another 15%, 8,200. They're saying it could go as low as 5,000 or 5,500. And so where does Ethereum go from there? Look, nobody really knows except whoever's pulling this off, okay? Why do I say whoever's pulling this off? Because this has to be market manipulation. This is Wall Street shenanigans, massive amounts of bots. Who the hell knows, okay? Somebody is doing this. This is being done purposefully for a reason. This isn't just India FUD or China. I mean, look, at some point there is a panic. The weak hands, the lily-livered weak hands sell. I mean, I even saw it yesterday. Like, I just bought a trading bot. And I was so excited to get this thing going. And then this happens. It doesn't work well in this kind of a market. It's now sitting there in sell-only mode, waiting for the prices to go back up. I do have it set to not sell at a loss. I will not sell my cryptos to the bastards who are causing this. I will not sell my cryptos, okay? I'm holding, okay? HODLing, whatever, for dear life, because, look, if you sell in the red, you lose. I am not going to lose the amount of cryptos that I have amassed so far. Now, had I known this was coming, you could have done a strategic sell. Now, normally you'd say you'd sell into Tether because it's easier, but now we got a whole bunch of garbage going on with Tether. We don't know where that's headed. So the only real safe thing would have been to sell completely back into fiat and wait on the sidelines, which would have been sending everything back to like a Coinbase or something and selling it for cash, keeping it in the cash side of the account. The only thing you can do on these other exchanges is sell to Tether. But with the problems possibly with Tether, what if Tether goes to zero now? So far it's holding, but I don't know. So, I mean, then if you did sell out to cash, you could go in when things finally hit the complete bottom, and you could clean up. And I believe that's what whatever groups are behind this are doing. They have a lot of money on the sidelines, and they're going to come in and they're going to buy up all that cheap crypto, and it's going to go back up, folks. It's going to go back up. What goes up must come down, and what comes down must go up. That's basically a law of the universe, okay? So those of you who are selling at a loss, shame on you. You're losing. You are going to lose big time. And you're probably going to be out of this market, and you're probably going to claim crypto's a scam and everything else, like everything else in your life that you failed at is a scam. And why am I being harsh there? Because it needs to be said, okay? A lot of you people out there who are selling, look, I even saw it on a chat group associated with the bot I bought. If someone's over there, how do you put this thing into panic sell mode? What are you, an idiot? I responded to the guy. I said, you only lose if you sell like that. Why are you looking to give your hard-earned money away to some whale or some group that's causing this so that they can buy your stuff cheap, or some Wall Street jerks who are doing, whatever is causing this, This is being manipulated. This is being done This isn't a regulated market, and the volatility is good. The volatility is what gives us the amount to multiply your money, but it also gives others the ability to attack the market and to drop the prices so that they can come in and scoop up your cryptos when you panic sell. So don't panic sell. I mean, if you missed the top and a lot of us don't have a crystal ball. You're hoping it's just a regular downturn, a minor correction, and before you know it, you're caught in one of these things, and that's it. There's no way to get out. There's no way to get out. So all you can do now is sit there and hold what you have and ride it out. Look, I work for a living. I don't have a ton of money on the sidelines to go in now. All I can do is wait for it to come back up, and it will. It's annoying because that's like time wasted. You got to sit here and wait for this shit show to be over. But what else can you do? All right. There's a lot of big popular YouTubers, crypto YouTubers right now who are clueless. They don't know what's going on either. I mean, everybody's guessing. Is it India? Is it North Korea? Is it just a combination of FUD, media FUD? Every time the thing goes down, CNBC and these media outlets have another idiot guest on who thinks, he called the bubble. It's like, and it's not that. It's not that. It's either a combination, a perfect storm of things, or it's a perfect storm being ignited by some sort of massive manipulation. Wall Street, the future people, somebody doing something. The futures people. No, I'm not talking about people from the future. I'm talking about this institutional shenanigans, right? Who are now going to buy in big time because they know it's going to go back up. I mean, unless you completely kill the crypto market, unless that's the end game here, to leave us all holding a worthless bag. But all you panic sellers, you're just going to try to save the little bit you put in. You're not saving anything, right? You're losing your money by dumping. And you're making it worse, all right? All these weak hands who are dumping and panic selling, you're making this crash into a super crash, all right? You're taking people like me down with you. I wish you would have never gotten into this market. I wish the Wall Street institutional people would have never gotten into the market. I mean, people were like, oh, this is a lot of institutional money. Even I was saying, yeah, it's a lot of institutional money, even though I had some misgivings about it. Now, it's like, I wish the bankers and the Wall Street people and the politicians and everybody would just go home, forget crypto ever existed. We don't need you. I don't need this kind of downturn. But here we are. The only thing you can do is ride it out and rebuild and wait now. I mean, we're all set back how many months now? I don't know how long. Is this going to be a spectacular rise, or is it just going to be a slow rise? I mean, it's going to take how many months of lost time waiting for this stuff to get back to where it was, where you're back in the game. I mean, where your trading bot is going to finally start to trade because you've reached a level where you can actually make the profit. Because mine's programmed to only sell on a game. And it's going to sit there. I don't care if it sits there a year. It's going to sit there. I'm not liquidating my coins cheap. No way. I mean, if I have to try to find some new money to put in, I will do that. So I could buy stuff cheap, but my stuff that I'm holding, the bags I'm holding, I'm going to be holding them until they're once again in profit. And I'm confident it will be. But, it's the same thing with all the Wall Street downturns. How many times you've seen your funds totally, your portfolios completely get slashed, and then only to come back. And it's a well-known thing, even though these Wall Street people will tell you, you only lose if you sell in the red. What goes down must come back up, and it will. Just how long will it take, and how much time do you have? Yes, it's annoying. It's very annoying. You can hear the frustration here because you get there, and then whatever. All that FOMO is gone. I mean, look, who knows? I mean, look, Buterin, the guy who runs Ethereum. He was even talking about how this, he was uncomfortable with this rapid rise. Who knows how many other of these whales feel that way. And they're maybe doing this purposefully to push it down and push maybe some of the reckless ICOs and things like BitConnect out of the market. I mean, with that rapid rise and that irrational exuberance came a lot of garbage. So maybe this is engineered to get that out of the market. Maybe this is the healthiest thing that can happen to crypto at this point, to clean out the trash. I mean, maybe we should just look at this more positively. I don't know. But what it does do is it sets us back, us who are riding a certain wave and planning with certain numbers and for certain altcoins to be somewhere in the next month or so. Who knows? But at this point, all you can do is hope that the bottom is here soon and it comes back up. And just sit there and wait and watch. That's all we can do. All right. So I'm going to be watching a lot of these people on YouTube. Nobody's got answers right now. Nobody has answers. It is all guesses until whoever, if really somebody's behind this, comes forward and says it. You'll never know. And you know how it is. Even with something that's engineered, things take on a life of their own at some point. So anyway, it's a little after 6 a.m. where I am. I have to now get ready for my career job for the commute into New York City, which is like a 12-hour day with the commutes. So I do this stuff when I can. Sometimes I grab the phone and I YouTube from outside, which is why you see a lot of my videos have that weird perspective. That's on my phone. And the phone is acting up lately. So I do my best. This here I'm doing on my MacBook, so that's why it's better. So yeah, here we go. This is NEO down to 101. It's almost down below 100. I just feel like crying sometimes when I see that, because this is like this coin was almost to $200. I believe NEO will eventually go past 1,000, but now it's set back. How long? How far? Tether's at 97. I mean, that's kind of a hit for Tether. Tron's back at 3.5 cents. I'd love to pick that up, even though that's a questionable one. I'd love to get it now at this value, but who's got the money? Unless you got money on the side. Ethereum Classic. I think my bot bought that at 27 or 28, looking for a profit. Now, how long before that goes back up? Hopefully quickly. Once this bloodletting is over. Verge is at 4.5. These are some great prices if you've got money on the side, but you may as well wait until the real bottom hits at this point. I was looking for some others. I'm really pressed for time. I'm going to have to end this video because I have to then post it. Binance coins at $7.99. Anyway, Cardano's at 30.5 cents. Ripple, 73 cents. All right, well, if I hit refresh, anything good? On top of that, I have a head cold. Joy, 860. It's down even lower. Look at that. Bitcoin, 82.35. NEO, 102. All right. I don't know, where the heck is my other, VeChain. VeChain's at $4.13. I got this one at like between $6 and $7, and now it's at $4.13. So I'm gonna hold these bags and wait. Hopefully, it's not that much for these. It seems, $2. I mean, they could make that up in a month, maybe. It all depends what these big boys, Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc., do up here. How fast these rise, and it could be a fast rise. So let's hope for the best. And but don't sell, hold, HODL, however you want to say it.